Listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. There is a pretty high chance that you are actually going to fail in your first business. And if you do not get the fundamentals down of this video, it's never going to work for you. Starting a business from scratch is ridiculously hard. And for most people watching this video, it's 100% not going to work. At least not if you do not have these basics down beforehand. When I first started my business, I was wasting a lot of my time, and you are probably doing the same. And there's a few reasons for that. And if you're not able to listen to this video for 5, 6, 7 minutes, you're pretty much proving my point. So when you first start a business, there's a few things you need to change in your mind in order to actually become successful. When we look at the average person that I work with, the biggest problem isn't really for them to develop the skill set or learn how to run Facebook ads, how to get clients. That has never really been the biggest problem when working with people. What I usually see is that their mind is just completely messed up. It's all over the place. They're either playing video games, wasting their time, and when I talk to them, they've not even made any progress at all. In just one focus morning, I can get more done than you can get done in a whole month. So what is the difference between that? And me saying that is probably gonna upset a lot of you guys, and I do understand it. But if you're right now just playing video games, you're wasting your time, you wanted to start this agency for so long, but you never did it, chances are you probably have not identified what's the most important to you. So this is the first step to actually getting real focus in your business and achieving your goals, is to identify what's the most important. So you have to figure that out, because chances are it might actually not be to make a lot of money. So maybe what's the most important for you is to take good care of your family, have a good family life. Maybe it's to play video games, which I hope it's not, or maybe it's to build a business. But the problem is most of you are just going to build a business because you want to make $10,000 a month. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to lose to the guy who wants to build a business to completely escape the normal life, make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, save his family who comes from a worse background than you. These are the types of people you're going up against, and they're going to go in 14 hours every single day. And if you're just starting up a business, you come home from work, you're tired, you've been on your 9 to 5 the whole day, you come home, it's now 7 p.m. You're going to start working on your business from 7 till 11. Well, you're not going to have the best focus because you've already been on work the whole day. So what you need to do is you probably need to get up earlier in the morning, but you're not willing to make that sacrifice. So what you have to do is you have to flip the switch, which is something you can only do once. Because for every time you do it, if I say I'm not gonna go out and drink anymore with my friends, and that has a lot of power when I first say it. But if I do that 5 different times in a row and I wake up and say I'm not doing this again, it's losing all its power. So when you're going to re-identify yourself, you can only do this one time. So you have to understand what is the most important to you. And for me, for example, that is to build my business and grow my company. But if you're in it just as the only goal of making money, and especially making money fast, you're either going to end up making a lot of money, but then losing it all and falling back to zero, or maybe even going into debt, or your chances are you're not going to make money at all. And I do believe, sadly, that for most people watching this video, you're never going to make a lot of money. But for most people watching this, you're also able to make a lot of money. And I don't think it has to do with your skill set. I think it all has to do with your head. So when you're trying to identify what's the most important to you, that is probably going to come with a sacrifice. For me, building my business, it definitely did come with a sacrifice, because if I wanted to develop the focus I had right now, I needed to throw away all the bad habits. I needed to quit gaming. I needed to quit going out drinking with my friends every single weekend, which is something I did for the longest time. And now at this point, it's okay to do it sometimes every once in a while. But if you're just starting out, you just have to quit all distractions. Playing video games is absolutely not social. There's no excuse as to why I should be playing video games. And then you could say, I want to become a pro gamer, I'm going to make money of it. But if you wanted to become a pro gamer and make money of it, you would not be watching my Make Money Online videos. And so that argument is also pretty much irrelevant for you right now. So your goal should be to actually build a cool business that you actually enjoy building. Because if your only goal is to make money, it's going to be leading you down a very miserable path, which is exactly what it did for me. The second thing you have to understand is that when you are flipping the switch and you're re-identifying yourself, it comes with no balance. You're not going to have the greatest social life. And if you're not willing to make this sacrifice, it's not going to work. Now, when I built my first business up to $25,000 a month, I actually still did a lot of the bad habits, but I could have been successful so much faster if I just understood this. And what also ended up happening is I lost all my money twice in the process. So why is that, you might ask? Well, first of all, I was not working with anything that I was really interested in, and I was in it for the sole reason of making money only. So what ended up happening is I made a lot of money, and I come from not so much money. So when I first made money, I was happy with it. I got comfortable, which led me to just get knocked back to zero every single time. So for me, for example, to have the focus that I have right now, it came with a lot of sacrifices. Now, I really wanted to, gain weight. I wanted to get bigger. I wanted to hit the gym, which is something I still do. But the sacrifice for me was I'm not going to eat 3,000 calories every single day. I'm not going to go in a bulk. I actually did it for a long time because I was really, really skinny. So I did it for a long time, but I figured out that this is messing with my focus right now. I'm in my 20s. I should definitely go to the gym, but I really, really want to grow this company, and my focus has to be 100% clear, especially for the next 2 years. So therefore, I'm actually going to sacrifice the bulk, which you guys could probably justify some way that I could balance both of them. But for me, the most important right now is to grow the company. So I'm not going to eat those 3,000 calories, and I'm going to go to the gym just to stay in general shape, just to be healthy, hopefully grow some muscles over time as well. But even that has to be some sort of a sacrifice for me. The third thing you guys have to do is you have to maybe go on a dopamine detox to reset your brain completely. So this means cutting out all distractions for a day, for a week, for a month. And the reason I'm making this video is because I'm trying to transform you so you're ready for my next one. My next video is going to be all about actually making money, how to do it. But if you cannot fix the person first, he's not going to perform. As you could probably know, I have a coaching program where I teach other people how to make money. And the biggest problem is always the person. It's never been the lack of skill. Now, they don't have the most understanding when they first start out, and they need a coach to show them the way, how to get clients, how to run Facebook ads, building websites, etc. But first, they need to actually fix their own brain. So you're going to go on a dopamine detox where you can completely reset for 2 to 3 days, where you're going to cut out all distractions. You cut out all the music. You don't go on your phone. You use your PC only for work. But if I were you, I wouldn't even think about work. I would just completely detox without working. And what's going to end up happening when you do absolutely nothing, and this is going to sound crazy, but when I first started my business, I spent hours every single day staring at my wall, which is really weird, but it did work. So when you are doing absolutely nothing, what's going to end up happening when your brain cannot get dopamine from any of these high-level dopamine activities, it's going to naturally start gravitating towards doing something productive. So if you sit there for 4 hours and you do absolutely nothing and you can't make yourself do anything, well, eventually in 3 to 4 hours, you're just going to start doing something productive. When you're really, really bored, you have nothing to do, eventually you end up cleaning your house, for example, or you end up doing the laundry. You guys know what I mean. So essentially what you're going to do right now is you're going to go in a dopamine detox. You're going to cut out all the bad habits completely and really suffer for the next 3 days or 1 week, however long you want to. I'll probably do it for 2-3 days, and after that I would just jump into a cycle where I try to limit my dopamine levels as much as possible. And then once you fix that, you're pretty much 80% of the way there, because now your brain is going to operate clearly. It's going to be easy for you to learn new things. It's going to be easy for you to absorb information, and you're going to have a way better work ethic, and you're going to be way more inspired than you already are. If you're starting a business now and all you do is scroll on TikTok and Twitter the whole day, it's not going to work. So cut the video games, cut all of this, and that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Now go with it and let me know what your goal is down in the description. And my next video is going to be all about how to start a marketing agency, the best business model out there right now, from $0 to $10,000 a month. And I'm going to say right now, guys, I might be the first to say it, it's actually easy. You just got to get your mind straight. It's super easy to do it. But if you do not have a focus, if you do not have your mind straight, it's never going to work. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you click a like on it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.